Hey, it's Dave the Butterfly Guy here. So it's May in Minnesota, and it's planting time, and it's time for me to start thinking about what new host plants I can put in my garden. I've got all kinds of milkweed for the monarchs. I got the parsley family of plants for the black swallowtail, but I thought I'd do something different and plant some grasses in my garden, which is a host plant to a lot of butterflies, including the family of skipper butterflies. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so there's four big grasses that are known for the prairies of the central part of the U.S., including right up to the plains part of Minnesota. They include the Indian grasses, the switch grasses, big blue stem, and little blue stem. So that's what I'm going to plant today, the little blue stem grass, and it's this host plant to 9 different skippers. I'll share with you which skippers like the blue stem grass, the little blue stem, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the difference between the big blue stem and the little blue stem grass. All right, the big blue stem, the little blue stem. So they're different in a few ways. The big blue stem can grow up to 10 feet tall, and its roots can go 6, 7, 8 feet deep, where the little blue stem will only grow to about 3 feet tall. So that's why I'm going to kind of use that in my garden. I think that's a better fit for my garden. The other big difference is the big blue stem will create tons of seeds. And those seeds are kind of self-germinating. They'll just kind of take over the area that you're gardening. So I don't think you want to put that in your garden with all your pollinating plants. So I'm going to do even the little blue stem off to the side of my garden, have its own little spot where it's not going to end up creating all kinds of new grass clumps in my main part of my garden. All right, so the little blue stem, it really does well in full sun. You want to keep it out of the shade. It doesn't do great in clay, wet soil, so sandy soil, soil that has good runoff. Again, they'll grow in a clump, and then the caterpillars of the skippers will get into these little clumps and be protected from birds or whatever animals might try to eat them. So that's a great deal. And then these flowers, they'll actually bloom later in the year, and the color of the grass will change depending on the type of soil you have, and it'll create some really cool greens, blues, grays, and really some spectacular coloring from this. So I'm going to go ahead and plant this. I've got a little hole here. I'm going to make it a few inches deep. If you're planting a bunch of them, you want to have them about 24 inches apart. I'm just planting the one today to create one little spot for the skipper butterflies. All right, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up. Got a lot of roots here you got to break up a little bit. They get root bound at the nurseries, so you want to be kind of aggressive and break these roots up. So hopefully that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and place it in the hole I've dug. I'm going to put some dirt back in here. Again, you want well-drained soil, so you don't want to water it too much right away, but you probably need to add a little water just at the start of it here. So, all right, my little blue stem is all set.
All right, I'm going to share with you a little bit about the skippers that like the little blue stem grass. So I've highlighted 11 different skippers on this slide here, and I'm going to show you a few pictures of them. And skipper butterflies look an awful lot like moths. They're usually browns, and their wings are usually laying kind of flat like a moth would, but they're clearly identified in the butterfly family. The name skipper comes because they're fast and they dart around from flowers to flowers, grasses to flowers, and that's kind of where they get their name for their fast reacting, hopping around the garden. So I hope you enjoyed these skippers. I've got a picture here of the Dakota skipper. Here's another picture of the dusted skipper. And then lastly, I have this picture of the Indian skipper. So this is what I'm trying to track with my little blue stem grasses.
Well, I'm excited that I got some new host plants in my garden. I went with some grasses instead of the typical milkweeds and parsley family of plants. And I'm going to attract some skipper butterflies hopefully to my garden. So I hope you enjoyed the video. That's all I got today. It's Dave the Butterfly Guy signing out, and have a great day.